What is up, guys? Welcome to Ketter at the Cabin. This is episode 2 of Beverages with Ketter. Today's beverage of choice, or BOC, is... I don't know, what is that? Could be a lot of things. This is unsweetened green tea. So let's give it a little sip. Cheers, cheers. That's good. I like to drink tea, and I figured, why not? This would be really good in a spring or summer day when you're kind of hot, looking for something refreshing after fishing all day. This would serve the purpose. Not so much in January when it's, cold out, but it's what we're working with today, guys. So what are we going to talk about on episode 2? We are going to talk about my observations winter fly fishing so far. You might be getting a little sick of the winter fly fishing content, but A, it's winter, and B, that's what we talk about is fly fishing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I want to go over 3 main topics that I've observed and things that I've learned while being out on the water. So it's about a week into the catch and release trout season in southeast Minnesota portion. About a week in already. I've been out 3 times, so that's good. I'm feeling good about being out on the water. It's been the coldest weekend in Minnesota that we've had all year, but we're outside. So that's observation 1, my main talking point. One of my main talking points in this podcast is going to be get out there. You can read all of the things that'll tell you when you should go fishing, when you shouldn't go fishing. Look up all these videos. You can do all these things. Yes, the fish are going to bite in certain temperatures. Yes, certain weather's better. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, get up, get outside, and go fishing. That's key one. I didn't want to go out. I did want to go out, let's be honest. I wanted to get out there bad, but it's cold. And as soon as you step out, you're like, is this really worth it? Yes, it's worth it to me. So get outside, get up and go. You're not going to catch any fish just sitting around. So even if it feels like it's not going to work out that day, you never know. You just don't know until you start wetting a line. And I learned that really quickly, too, this year already. So that's super fun. So that's topic 1. Topic A is get out there and do it. Just go. Topic 2 is going to be when it's that cold and it's that miserable out, just make sure to take care of your gear. Your fly rod's going to freeze. There's no way your guides are going to freeze. There's no way to get around that. Dip your fly rod in the water as much as you can. You want to break that ice off if you can. Just be very gentle breaking it. Don't want to break your guides. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, take care of your gear. It's brutal out there on not only you, the animals. It's also really brutal on your gear because that's just like tough weather to be in. When you get home, if you can, bring stuff inside. I brought the first day I didn't bring my boots in, my wading boots in. I left them in the garage. They were froze solid the next day. They were like a brick. They were probably like 8 pounds each, just covered in ice. Take care of your gear. If you can, bring it inside. Keep it somewhere somewhat warm. Let it unthaw. I bring my fly rods inside this time of the year. I keep them in my office and just let them unthaw because they're frozen, just like you are when you're out in that weather. So that's observation number 2. And observation number 3, as in, talking point number 3 today, you know what? Take a little break. Have a little sip. There we go. Gotta wet the whistle a little bit. Observation number 3, talking point number 3 is trust what you're supposed to do. I was out a couple days ago and I was so excited to be out. Like, you kind of forget what you're doing. Like, you're like, okay, I'm out fishing. This is great. And you kind of fall into that muscle memory of you're going to do what you're always going to do. Like in the summer and spring, you're going to look for that faster moving water. You're going to be like, oh yeah, that's great. I'm going to fish that. I started to kind of get into autopilot when I was fishing, and I was like, had to stop. I had to check myself for a little bit. I was like, you just talked about on your last podcast or your last episode, what to do winter fly fishing. So take your own advice, buddy. It's kind of what I told myself. I was just out there casting into, heavy moving water, fast moving water. And I was like, what are you doing? There's probably not trout here. Listen to yourself. So as soon as I did that, kind of took a step back, took a deep breath, and got into a beautiful brown trout. You guys seen the videos probably, but it was just ideal. I was like, okay, you need to cast off of this fast moving water. There's some slower moving water right off to the side of it. There's some structure behind it. That's where a trout should be in the wintertime. Sure enough, boom, streamer got absolutely demolished. Beautiful 15-inch brown trout. Like, that was amazing. I was ready to go home. I only got about an hour on the river because it just gets dark quick. And that just paid off so much for me. I mean, that's one of my bigger trouts, I'll be honest with you. 15 inches is a beautiful, good trout around here, and I was super excited and proud of that. But yeah, he was where he was supposed to be. And honestly, if I would not have made that little check to myself, I probably wouldn't have caught that fish, because I would have been like, well, there's nothing here. I'm going to move on. Would have missed it. So that's super important. Do what you're supposed to do when you're out in the winter time. Take the advice from whoever you need to take it from. Or if you're just someone who knows what you're doing, just trust yourself, trust what you're supposed to do, and trust that the fish should be there. So those are the 3 big takeaways, guys, from winter trout fishing so far. Like I said, it's been about a week into the season here, and I've caught more fish than there has been open days. So I think that's a good thing. Not saying that they're huge or anything. That first day, I went out on a brook trout stream, had a blast. Literally first cast, caught a little baby brook trout on the attractor nymph, actually, which was pretty cool. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought he would hit on the midge, but he hit on that big attractor. And ended up catching 7 brook trout and a little brown that day. That was my introduction into 2025 fishing, so couldn't have been more happy. And it's a very tough little stream. It's a ditch stream to fish, but there's brook trout in there. And I actually did catch a 10.5-inch brook trout, which that's my biggest brook trout. So I was super fired up by that too as well, guys. So, it's been fun. It's been cold. It's supposed to heat up a little bit here in Minnesota. When I say heat up, I mean temperatures in the 20s to 30s, but that's going to feel like a little bit of a heat wave when, it's been, feel like temps of -8. So yeah, guys, it's been really fun. The season's so young, and I'm just so excited to be out and having success already. I've been out 3 times, did get skunked on my 3rd time out, so that was to be expected. It was going to happen at one point, but 2025, I have been skunked already, so that's okay. Otherwise, we're catching fish. But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to kind of cover today in this episode. It's pretty short and sweet. Just wanted to give you a little recap of how the winter fly fishing is going, and a couple key takeaways that I've noticed while being out in these wonderful elements. So that's about all I got for you guys. Whatever you're sipping on, enjoy it. I'm just going to continue to sip on this little green tea action here, and probably going to go fire up the grill because I don't have a snack today. I know I said we would be doing snacks. Not today. I don't want to spoil my appetite. I'm going to throw on a big fat T-bone here in about 5 minutes. So pretty excited. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully some new videos will be uploaded soon. Continuing to work on that, but just wanted to give you a little update on what's been going on in the winter trout fishing season in the Driftless. Peace out, guys, and cheers.